I don't know.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So as we say every week, California is a two-party state. So if you don't want to be recorded, we ask that you leave the meeting. So, so today we're going to talk about the Stayman Convention, which is relevant to what Deborah Bleemer just brought up. Everybody can see my screen?
Yep.
Okie doke. So it is Stayman, not Stayman.
Mhm.
And it was invented by Sam Stayman. Isn't that a lovely like 1940s or 50s picture or something?
Yeah.
Who won 20 North American championships and did a lot of other wonderful things. And in Googling a little bit, I found that he did not invent it, his partner did. And his partner liked to use the convention and allowed Sam to write it up in the Bridge World a long time ago. And it now lives on with his name. So we'll talk about that. So where are we? We spent several weeks on card play and then did some time on defense. And then we talked about a lot of kind of fundamental bidding topics, you know, counting points, when we open a no trump, what do we do after partner opens a no trump if we're balanced, opening a major, so on and so forth. And today we're going to talk about something called the Stayman Convention. One weird thing about bridge is that conventions mean agreements that aren't conventional. If I don't know, I'm going to get all confused if I say that again, so I won't. Conventions are simply bidding agreements. And as a reminder, we're going to hit topic number 24 on August 15th, and then we will loop around. I was saying to somebody the other day that my mom must have said secondhand low to me 1,000 times as we played in our living room. So unfortunately, I think it means everybody has to go through this cycle 1,000 times. All righty. So I got a few business matters to take care of first. The first one is to confess that I have lied to you. And clubs and diamonds are actually suits. Sometimes I joke and I say that they're not. Well, why would I do that? That kind of exaggeration makes you laugh. And I know for me that when I laugh, I remember things better. But the real thing is we like spades and hearts a whole lot more than we like clubs and diamonds. But I must say clubs and diamonds are actually suits. Why do we like spades and hearts a lot more? Well, if you recall, we score what's called a game bonus, and it's a lot of points if we bid and make 3 no, or 4 spades or 4 hearts, or 5 diamonds or 5 clubs. And taking 11 tricks is hard. And not only that, the score for making this is lower than the score for making 4 of a major. So clubs and diamonds can be very important, particularly in competitive auctions. You know, they're bidding 2 hearts and it looks like it's going to poop out, and we bid 3 clubs and maybe we can force them to bid 3 hearts and they go down. But generally we want to play in no trump or in a major if we can. So end confession. I also wanted to give everybody a quick reminder. Let's take a look at that hand. I count 18 gorgeous high card points. What are we going to do when we're the dealer and we have that hand?
Bid 1 club.
Yeah, we're going to start with a club. We are not going to open 1 no trump, because 1 no trump would mean 15 to 17. And we don't lie about our strength or our shape to our partner, because then partner doesn't trust us anymore. So our plan would be to open 1 club and then to rebid 2 no trump. We're expecting partner to bid a diamond or a heart or a spade, and then we're going to jump to 2 no trump, and that'll show 18 to 19 balanced. It was too strong to open 1 no trump. Wasn't strong enough to open 2 no trump, and somebody coined it a tweener.
Not somebody, it was Tilton.
Tilton coined it a tweener. So it's an important bidding sequence. It's not uncommon, and it has nothing to do with today. but I just felt like reminding everybody about it.
When you say jump, do you mean that you go one level over?
You would bid two no trump. So you would bid a club, maybe partner bids a heart, and then you would bid two no trump.
Okay.
So you do jump, you miss.
So you do jump. Yeah. A
Yeah.
club, a heart, one no trump would say, I'm balanced with 12 to 14 because I was not strong enough to bid one no trump.
Thank you.
So,
But
Great
you don't start with two no trump.
if you had 20 or 21, you would start with two no trump.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So it's in between one no trump and two no trump.
That's right. Thank you.
You bet. I love the questions. These talks are only as good as the questions. Okie doke. I also wanted to remind you, and this is relevant for today, if one person on the team opens one no trump, it means that partner becomes the captain of the team during the bidding. So if partner opens one no trump, you know, like with any opening bid, you don't know exactly what's in his hand or her hand, but partner has said, I have in this one little thing, one no trump, partner has said, I have 15 to 17 high card points and a balanced hand. And that is by far the most descriptive opening bid that partner can possibly make. So once partner has made this really clear description, you can easily determine where you want to end up. You may need a little help from partner along the way, but you're the one who's going to figure it out because you know so much already. And remember, when we're bidding, there's two questions to answer: what suit and how high. That's all we really care about. And this information from partner gives us a huge leg up in answering those questions. So when partner opens one no trump, you become the captain of the team. And I will use our dear friend, Captain Kirk, several times today to remind us of that. Okay, the Stayman Convention. Stayman Convention is a wonderful convention, dates back to the 1940s. My parents taught it to me in the 60s. And here's what's going on. Rob and Laura are playing bridge with their neighbors, and Rob is looking at his hand, and he sees he's got 4 spades and 4 hearts, and he's got 10 high card points. That's a pretty decent hand. And then he's thrilled when his partner, Laura, opens one no trump. And she is saying, I have 15 to 17 high card points and a balanced hand. So there's 2 questions we want to answer in the bidding, right? One is what suit or no trump, and the other is how high. Well, Rob is looking at his hand and he has 10 gorgeous high card points. So he knows they have at least 25 high card points. So Rob already has the answer to one of the questions. Rob already knows we want to be in game. And now the question is where? Well, if partner has 4 spades, you'd like to play in spades. If partner has 4 hearts, you'd like to play in hearts. And if partner doesn't have 4 of either of those, you'd like to play in no trump. We okay with that idea?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Rob simply says, honey, do you have a 4-card major? Oh, wait. He's not allowed to say that. Not allowed to say it at the club, not allowed to say it at home. So what does he do? He uses the Stayman Convention. He bids 2 clubs. And this is what their agreement is. She will do the following. If she has 4 hearts, she will bid 2 hearts. And now Rob knows where to play. If she has 4 spades, she'll bid 2 spades. And now Rob knows where to play. And if she doesn't have 4 hearts and doesn't have 4 spades, she'll bid 2 diamonds. And now Rob knows we'll play in no trump. This is the Stayman Convention in a nutshell. The responder knows, hey, we want to get the game, but he just doesn't know where. He's the captain of the team, but he needs to ask his partner for a little bit of help. And he does that by bidding 2 clubs. And partner, it's an artificial bid, says nothing about clubs. Partner will say, I've got 4 hearts, or I've got 4 spades, or I don't have 4 of either major. And then the captain, in this case, Rob, will know whether to play in hearts or spades or no trump. Questions, comments? Okay, we can skip the rest of the slides.
No.
How many?
Nah, what the heck? So, this is actually a really interesting and important slide that I probably shouldn't do till the end, but it's so much fun. It's the motivation for Stayman. I mean, why doesn't Rob just bid 3 no trump? And the answer is, if you have a 4-4 major fit, it's usually a better place to play. Remember, we're worried about what suit and how high. Suppose West opens 1 no trump and has this hand. It's a lovely 15 high card points. And let's suppose that this is you, and you have these 10 high card points and this lovely hand. Let's think about for a minute. Oh, sorry. As soon as partner opens 1 no trump, you with your 10 points, you know you have strength for game. Right? 10 plus 15 is 25. We've answered one of the questions, but we don't know where. Do you want to be in 3 no? Or do you maybe want to be in 4 hearts? Well, now that you can see partner's hand, you know that 4 hearts is a good place to be, but you don't know that ahead of time. Let's look at why, in this case, we prefer 4 hearts to 3 no trump. Suppose we play in 3 no trump. Do we count winners or losers?
Winners.
Winners. Okay. I count 1 spade, 2 hearts, and a diamond. That's 4. And I count 4 clubs. So now we're up to 8. Where can we get another trick? Probably hearts, right? We have 8 hearts. So they have 5. And those 5, they'll probably split 3-2. So we'll win the ace and the king, and then we'll let them take 1, and then our last little heart will be set up. So we'll probably end up taking 9 tricks. We good with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now let's think about 4 hearts. Oh, also there's a bit of a risk. If the opponents lead spades or diamonds and knock out our ace, then when we let them in with a heart, they might run that suit and set us. So a little bit of a risk. Let's look at 4 hearts. In a suit contract, do we count winners or losers?
Losers.
Losers. Okay. So let's count from the West perspective. We have, again, from the West perspective, we have 2 spade losers. We have probably 1 heart loser. Again, assume that they split 3-2. And we have 1 diamond loser. So it looks like we have 4 losers. But we can rough this last little spade over here in dummy. And we make 10 tricks instead of 9. What's really happening here is our 4-4 heart fit. In no trump, we played all those 4 hearts on top of each other. But when we're playing in a heart contract, we can use one of those hearts to rough something, and we get an extra trick out of the heart suit. We good with that?
Yep.
It's very cool. A 4-4 major fit usually takes 1 more trick than no trump. Not always, depends on where the cards lie, but usually. And notice that the risk is gone. Right?
I
If they
just-
knock out our ace, we just rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Question.
Well, I just noticed when I first saw it was like with the spades and the diamonds, with the I just thought it was a lousy no trump thing, I wouldn't have leaned towards that at all unless I had to.
Well, if you know you have a 4-4 heart fit, that's where you want to play. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Okay, so that was the motivation. You know me, I'm a mathematician, all this stuff. I like motivation before the details, which is backward of how most people are. So sorry. So how does Stayman work? It's stunningly straightforward. These are, I think, the same hands we had on the previous page. So partner opens one no trump, and we put on our Rob Petrie hat, and we bid 2 clubs. And now partner knows that what we're actually saying is, if you have a 4-card major, please bid it. So what should the person on the left, what should partner do?
2 hearts.
Bid 2 hearts. This was an artificial bid, says nothing about clubs, and it says, partner, if you have a 4-card major, bid it. Otherwise, bid 2 diamonds. So partner bids 2 hearts. Okay, 2 questions. We're over here with the captain of the team. 2 questions. What suit do we want to play in?
Hearts.
Hearts. How high?
Game.
Game.
Yeah.
What should we bid?
4 hearts.
4 hearts. We are the captain of the team. We have answers to both questions, hearts and game. So we do it. Isn't this beautiful?
Yep.
Yes.
It's just gorgeous. Let's look at another one. I swapped declarers, spades, and hearts. Otherwise, actually, I don't know if the hands are the same, but I swapped the shape. So, so partner opens one no trump, and we've got 4, 5, 6, 4, 7, 10, 12. That's why I counted. We've got 12 high card points. So 2 questions without looking at opener's hand, other than knowing opener bid a no trump. What suit do we want to play in?
Hearts.
Hearts.
Well, we don't know, because we don't know if partner has 4 hearts.
But we hope.
We hope. Yep. We hope. We don't know what suit. What about how high?
Game.
Game. Partner open a no trump, and we've got 12. Definitely game. So we do the same thing. Stayman convention, we bid 2 clubs, which says, partner, if you have a 4-card major, please bid it. So what does our loving partner do?
2
1
spades.
spade.
2
2
spades.
2 spades.
Yeah, 2 spades. So now we still know to be in game, right? We'll see a little later that if partner had 4 hearts as well, partner would have bid the hearts first. We know that partner does not have 4 hearts. So we do not have an 8-card fit. So where do we want to play?
No trump.
No trump.
No trump. And how high?
3.
3.
Game.
So again, captain of the team knows no trump and game, and we just bid it. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Let's change the dealer again. No 4-card major.
Oh, Phil, I had a question on that last one.
Oh, good. Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, so someone says Stayman, do you have 4-card major? And what if the no trumper had 4-4 in the majors?
We'll talk about that in a couple of slides. The short answer is the no trumper would bid the hearts first.
Right, because you alluded to that when you said he doesn't
Yeah.
have hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll look at that later, and we'll see how you'll find the 4-4 fit no matter what, if they bid hearts first, if
Okay.
there is one.
Yeah, I have a question too.
Yeah.
Is there a big point difference, I guess, between if for some reason you ended up in 4 clubs and 3 no trump?
Yes, there's a huge difference. If you are not vulnerable, you bid and make 4 clubs, it's 130. You bid and make 3 no trump, it's 400.
Yikes.
And if you're vulnerable, it's 130 versus 600. So that's why we like trying to get to game, and that's why clubs and diamonds are not our preferred suits. So,
Very good,
Um,
Phil.
so let's look again at how Stayman works. Here's an example where opener does not have a 4-card major. So again, opener has 10 high card point or 15 high card points. Responder has 10. So responder knows we want to be at game, but you, responder, are hoping to find a 4-4 heart fit. So you try Stayman. And this time, partner doesn't have 4 hearts and doesn't have 4 spades. So partner bids 2 diamonds.
Okay.
So now we know that partner doesn't have 4 hearts and doesn't have 4 spades. So now we know we're going to play in no trump. And we know it's no trump and it's the game level. So we'll just bid it.
What happens if the opponents get in the middle of this conversation?
That's a great question, and it's beyond our scope. It's a great question. When I was a kid, people opened one no trump with 16 to 18, and the opponents were always scared to death to bid anything. And nowadays, the opponents have learned that if they have particularly good distributional hands, they can kind of cause some trouble. But that's beyond the scope of Planet Bridge. Great question. The examples I showed so far, the responder always had enough strength to get to game. Remember the 2 questions, what suit and how high. And in the examples I showed so far, partner always knew we were going to get to game. It was just a question of where. And if you've ever seen anybody talk about Stayman, they'll say you have to have invitational strength or better to bid Stayman. This is really important. So let's ask why. Let's imagine, same hand we had up above for partner, 4, 8, 10, 15, lovely hand, opens 1 no trump. And you're sitting here with this thing that is way below invitational strength, right? Partner has shown 15 to 17. So to invite, you need on the order of 8 or 9. And this hand is well short of that. Let's look at what would happen if you trotted out Stayman. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds. What do you do? And the answer is you won't find that card in the bidding box, but it's the one you are reaching for. We're up too high, right? We're up too high. And can I have an undo? This is why we need invitational strength to bid Stayman. Because if you fail to find a fit, you're going to get up too high and be really unhappy. We good with that?
Phil, I have a question that I should have asked when you had your 4-card fit. What's my card? Oh, there's not a lot of, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of wiggle room to figure out if the partner has 15 or they have 17 points. And it seemed to me, and I can't remember on the slide where you had a 4-4 fit and it takes 26 points in a major to, did you have 26 points there?
Well, nowadays everybody does declarer play better. And my mom said you needed 26, but nowadays everybody says 25 or 26.
Oh.
So people tend to bid, people tend to go to game with 25. And whether they're better declarer players than they used to be, or whether they just don't mind going down as much, or I don't know.
Okay. So you have to, when you're the responder to someone opening 1 no trump, you just assume they're at 15. They may have 17 points.
That's correct. They may have 17. If you have 10, you know to go to game.
Right.
If you have fewer than 8, you know to get out low.
Okay.
If
So
you're
Phil-
in at 8 or 9, that's when you have to need some help from partner. So let's look at some examples.
Wait,
of
wait,
it.
wait, wait, Phil.
I have a
before-
question
Before you
also.
move on, I have a question
Yes.
too.
Yes.
So in this slide right here,
Yeah.
where, oh shit, we're up too high.
I
You
didn't
don't-
put
you
that
don't-
word. I did
Oh,
not put that
sorry.
word there.
Okay, sorry, excuse me, everybody, I apologize. So anyway, I personally would not leave my partner into diamonds. I would still be at 2 no trump at least.
Yeah. Yeah. And how happy are you going to be declaring 2 no trump?
Terribly unhappy,
Terrible.
but still,
Yes.
I mean, it's better than 2 diamonds.
Yeah. I should change this little thing here from FH*T to terribly unhappy.
Okay, so
Okay.
so it is true. So you make a mistake, you don't just leave your partner in.
No, you
A suit.
you scramble and you apologize.
But you
Okay,
go-
yeah, because
my-
Go
this
to-
happened yesterday. Someone
Yeah.
bid Stayman and their partner didn't know what it was and just left them in clubs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a
It
quick
happens.
question.
Everything happens. Everything.
Okay, I have a
everything-
question. I have a
Yes.
question. So what should you respond to with a 1 no trump?
Pass.
That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I
and this one you should have passed. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
you-
only
you
have 4
can't-
points.
You're
8 to
very
9.
you're very happy to pass with this hand.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a 1 no trump contract
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, you're very happy to pass. You got a couple of queens for partner. I mean, you might have 0, you know. So,
Bill, if you have 8 to 9, if you have 8 points, can you say 2 clubs for Stayman?
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. So yeah, 8 would be invitational. Oh my goodness, I had it on the slide.
I've heard that you have to have shortness to do Stayman. Is that still the case?
The question was, I've heard you have to have shortness to do
Oh.
Stayman. I'll do Stayman if I have a doubleton. I'll often do Stayman if I'm 4-3-3-3, but not everybody will. It's a
Thank you.
matter of personal preference.
Thank you.
Um,
I want to apologize. I'm watching you on an iPhone, so I don't get the full screen.
oh, sorry.
Well, I'd like to hear Helen. Helen, what did you hear that you had? What did that, I didn't really get what that meant.
Unless you have a doubleton and 8 points. I
Yeah.
had heard the little saying no shortness, no Stayman.
Oh, no, okay, gotcha. I didn't, okay. Mhm. All right.
If you remember that example I showed where the 4-4 fit took an extra trick, it's because each hand had a doubleton and we got to trump something.
Mm.
So
And Phil,
but-
I would
but-
like to
Yes.
add, because yesterday, we had that exact situation where the responder said 2 clubs and they had a 4-4 heart fit, but the responder had a 4-3-3 hand. And it went down 2 because
Yeah.
they led the singleton club to the partner's ace and then they got roughed it and they got back in and they roughed it again. So
Yeah.
it was not good. It played much better in no trump.
yeah, yeah, it's a hard game.
Yeah.
So another message that we've, I think, heard before is if you have game strength, go ahead and bid it. The she who knows goes. That's extremely important in these bidding conversations. So partner opens a no trump and you don't know what they have, but you've got 3, 6, 9, 11. So you know you want to be in game and maybe hearts or maybe no trump. So you try Stayman, right? You know you want to be in game, but you're uncertain about hearts or no trump. So you try Stayman to see if you can play in hearts. Partner bids 2 hearts. And now we know game and hearts. And so we just bid it. What happens if we bid 3 hearts? Partner might pass. Right? We'll see in another slide. 3 hearts is an invitational bid. So she who knows goes. Once you know where you want to be, this person over here knows you want to be in 4 hearts. This person over here does not. So it's this person, it's you, your responsibility to get to the right contract. Again, these two questions, what suit and how high? One person usually knows the answer first. And that person needs to take the responsibility for making it happen.
I'd like to make a comment.
Of course.
I want to emphasize how important this is, Phil, and how grateful I am finally to learn it, because I have been so frustrated by getting that not understanding by going to 3 and just like, why aren't they going to 4? It's obvious to, because I didn't know this.
Yeah.
So really, it just clears up a lot. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. I loved, it was about 6 months ago when I heard somebody say there's only 2 questions to answer in the bidding, what suit and how high. And that was like a light bulb that went off for me.
Oh, absolutely.
And then the follow on for me was to realize that it's one person who knows the answer or answers first. And that person needs to take responsibility. Yes,
So
Marilyn.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So this happened to me yesterday. My partner bid 1 no trump, and I had 7 points. I had 3 queens and a jack, but I had a doubleton and I didn't count the extra point, and so I left him in no trump, which he made, but he thought I should have bid Stayman, and I understood because with the doubleton, and that was a support point, bringing me just to 8, but I mean, I think that's like a judgment call. What do you think?
Yes, I believe it's a judgment call. My judgment would be 100 times out of 100, I would pass.
I think that's what I did. I left him in 1 no trump, and he made it fine. It was
he made it, and maybe he looked at it and said, "Oh my gosh, we have 4 hearts cold," right? But there could be the next 9 times you did that, you might go down at the game level.
Got it. Okay. All right. Thank you.
It's a great. I love the questions. So this is the flip side of what we just talked about. If you're only invitational, just invite. So let's look at a hand very similar to the last one. Remember last time, I think the person had 11 high card points and was sure that we needed to be in game. And the question was, should it be in hearts or no trump? This time the person has 9. So maybe game, maybe not. Maybe hearts, maybe no trump. So we start out by bidding 2 clubs. And again, we've got invitational strength. We're looking to see if we have a heart fit. We're not sure about the heart, about the suit or no trump, and we're not sure about the level. So we try bidding Stayman to see if there's a heart fit. Partner says 2 hearts. Okay, what do we know?
15,
Hearts or something else?
6, 9,
Hearts.
20.
Hearts. Yeah, we definitely want to play in hearts. Game or below game?
We
You
don't know.
We don't know.
I say game.
No, we don't know.
Why don't we know?
Maybe we
Some
say
people might say game.
I agree.
I mean, isn't this invitational good here? Because then the partner can decide either 3 no trump or 4 hearts.
Yes.
Exactly. The opener, well, we know it should be hearts. We know that.
Oh, okay.
Right. So we know it's hearts, but we don't know the level. And so with my little dig at Captain Kirk, he's going to ask partner's opinion. He's going to bid 3 hearts. Remember on the last slide, he bid 4 hearts because he was strong enough to go. This time, he doesn't know. So what he's saying in English is, partner, we have a heart fit. I don't know if we're good enough for games, so you decide.
Well, excuse
So
me.
let me just finish and then come back to you, Catherine. So partner will pass with a minimum. And with a bigger hand, a better hand, we'll go ahead to game. Yes, Catherine.
Oh, well, okay, so partner is still just assessing. The person open no trump still doesn't really have a sense of how many points their partner has.
Correct.
And really partner doesn't know if it's 15 or 17.
Correct.
It's a bit, you're saying, I find this invitational.
Partner is the captain of the team because you opened a no trump, or because this person opened a no trump. Partner's in charge. All the no trumper does is answer questions. One no trump.
So
Partner, do you have a 4-card major? Yes, I have 4 hearts. Partner, are you a minimum or a maximum? Well, if I'm a minimum, I'll pass. If I'm a maximum, I'll bid 4 hearts.
So, but Phil, if you had,
Oh.
why wouldn't you do 3, even with a fit? Isn't it better to be in 3 no trump instead of 3 hearts?
So 2 comments. If you have a 4-4 major fit, you usually take 1 more trick in the suit than in no trump. And if partner has a minimum, partner certainly doesn't want to bid 3-no because you're going down.
Got it. Thank you. That's very good.
You bet.
Thank you.
You bet. A lovely question.
Question? Phil, I
Yes.
had a question.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Phil, once we know that we're playing in hearts and you, meaning us, have 9 points.
Yeah.
But we now have 10 points because of the double. So doesn't 10
it's judgment. Maybe I should have made one of those a queen.
Right. Okay.
You know, what I'm describing here is the agreement that my partner and I have.
Right. Okay. Mini or maxi.
Yeah. And sometimes you find out you don't have a fit. So far, we got good news most of the time, right? In my slides. So let's suppose same hand as last time. We bid our 2 clubs. Partner says 2 spades. Okay. No 4-card heart suit. What do we bid?
Do not trump.
Yeah, we know it's no trump, but we don't know the level. So again, we'll ask for partner's help. We'll bid 2 no trump. And that says, sorry, I don't have 4 spades. I don't know about game. You decide. And then Kirk, Sulu or whoever makes the decision here. Or Spock, whoever it is.
So you're just saying you don't have 10 points.
Correct. You're invitational because you would not have bid Stayman without that.
You have 8 or 9.
But you don't have enough to go on your own. So you've deferred the decision to partner.
But even if you had 10 points, even if you had 10 points and he didn't accept your hearts, wouldn't you still say 2 no trump?
That's a really good question. And it might be on another slide, but let's talk about that for a second. Suppose this person over here, that this was a, ace queen. And so there's 12 points over here. You don't have a fit in hearts and you don't have a fit in spades, but you do have enough for game. So again, the interesting thing is one of the people knows that first. This person on the right would know it and would bid 3 no trump, not 2 no trump. She who knows goes. Was that helpful, Cynthia?
Yes, thank you.
If you bid 2 no trump, you're saying, I'm not sure. Add a couple of points to this hand on the right, and this person has to jump to 3. So here's kind of the summary on if you're invitational. Partner opens a no trump, you bid 2 clubs, partner bids 2 hearts. Okay, you know you have a heart fit, but you don't know whether to go to game. So you bid 3 hearts. And you let opener decide. And the flip side of that is you bid 2 clubs and partner doesn't show up with your heart suit. Now you bid 2 no trump. And you're saying, partner, you decide. As much as you are the captain of the team, occasionally you have to ask the first mate for advice. We okay with this?
Yeah.
Yep.
All righty. And this gets to the question from earlier. Suppose that the no trumper, here's 16 points, 1 no trump opening bid. Suppose it goes 1 no trump, 2 clubs, hoping to find a 4-4 heart fit. Opener, if opener has 4 hearts and 4 spades, bid the hearts first. That's the agreement. Bid the hearts first. And we're going to see on this slide and the next slide how that works so beautifully. Don't be seduced by the power, right? It's all about shape. This person bids 2 hearts. This person can go to game. Right?
No, I don't understand why.
Yeah, sorry, I clicked too fast. So
Yeah.
1 no trump, 2 clubs. This person says 2 hearts because they have 4 hearts and 4 spades.
Is that
And
only
now-
because you're bidding up, or I mean, if those 4 hearts are 2, 3, 4, and 5, I mean, what good are they?
Well, the short story is length is everything. And I know that sounds like something out of a 70s porno movie, but length, sorry, but length is everything. You know, would you rather be declaring this hand in spades or in hearts?
Hearts.
Hearts, right? And the spades provide 4 lovely tricks. But if you're in spades, this could be a real mess. So let's go through the bidding again. 1 no trump. This hand knows we have the strength for game and is hoping to find a fit in hearts. So bid Stayman. And this person bids the 2 hearts. And now this person knows A, we have a heart fit, and B, we have the strength for game. So what should that person bid?
4 hearts.
4 hearts. She who knows goes. And again, don't lie about shape or strength. I should have created a clone of this that, made it so the other bid was a disaster. I claim that if you bid spades first, you'll never find the heart fit. Because what would happen? 2 clubs, if you ignore the length and you bid 2 spades, what's this person going to bid?
No trump.
No trump.
Yeah.
They're going to bid 3 no trump and you're going to miss your heart fit. So I swapped the suits. Okay, I swapped the suits. Let's see what happens. A no trump. Oh my goodness, we have the strength for game. I hope we have a spade fit. 2 clubs. What does partner bid?
2
2
hearts.
hearts.
2 hearts. What do we conclude?
We don't.
No heart fit.
We do not have a heart fit. We have strength for game. I'm going to bid 3 no.
Oh.
Now, Phil,
Oh,
can I
yeah.
say
What?
one thing here? It's
What? No,
okay.
let's do one more thing and then we'll come back to you, Marilyn.
Okay.
What does the no trumper do at this point?
Four
What
spades.
is going on? I showed 4 hearts, but responders signed off. They don't have 4 hearts. Why the heck did he bid Stayman if he doesn't have 4 hearts?
4 spades.
He must have 4 spades. I'll bid 4 spades. This is my favorite Stayman auction. Don't you love it?
Yeah, that's great.
Say it again.
Yeah. So I won't take any of these away. One no trump. This person knows we need to be in game and is hoping for a spade fit. So bids 2 clubs. Responder bids hearts first because that's the agreement. 2 hearts. This person thinks, dang it, I was really hoping to hear 2 spades, but we've got plenty of strength. I'll bid 3 no. And then this person says, I showed a 4-card heart suit, but responder signed off in 3 no. They must not have 4 hearts. Why did partner bid Stayman?
Oh.
They must have 4 spades. So we must have a 4-4 spade fit. Isn't this a beautiful thing?
Well,
Yeah.
The spade
Yeah.
suit only gets bid at the 4 level. Isn't it?
Can I ask a question?
Of
So
course.
what if you said 2 no trump if you had less points?
That's a great question. What would 2 no trump mean? 2 no trump would say I'm invitational strength and we don't have a heart fit. Opener could still draw the same inference that we must have 4 spades. So depending on their strength, they will either sign off in 3 spades or they'll continue to 4 spades.
So
go ahead,
So-
Marilyn.
my question was, okay, so I only have 1 heart,
Yep.
right? But I think it's okay for me to say 3 no trump because I know that my partner probably has a stopper in hearts because
Bingo.
he bid the hearts. So I shouldn't be phased by having a singleton.
Do not be scared.
Got it. Okay.
Do not be scared. I declared 3 no trump once and the opening leader took 7 tricks in the spade suit. Whether
Now,
whether
Phil,
my
why can't-
partner and I goofed up, I don't know, but it hasn't scared me off. Catherine?
Why can't, instead of you saying rats, I was hoping to hear 2 spades, why can't you just say 2 spades?
In the vernacular, that would mean something different, and it's a little beyond our scope today.
Well, okay.
But the important point is you don't need to say 2 spades
Why?
because partner will infer that you have a 4-card spade suit.
I don't think I would. I mean, why they would infer it? I mean, you could easily have 2 spades. What you know?
Why would you bid no trump, or why would you bid Stayman?
I wouldn't bid no trump. I would bid 2 spades.
Why would you have bid 2 clubs if you didn't have a 4-card spade suit?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
the important thing here is that we managed to find the spade fit, even though the no trumper bid hearts first.
And it's much better for sure to find that trump fit because you literally only have the one heart. So you really don't.
Good point.
So let's go through a couple of summary slides. So key points: we'd rather play in a 4-4 major fit than no trump. And the reason is it usually takes an extra trick, and Stayman helps us find those fits. Second thing is we have to be at least invitational strength to use Stayman, because otherwise we risk disaster if we don't have a fit. With 4 hearts and 4 spades, the no trump opener bids hearts first, and you will work it out. You'll find a fit if you have one. And you have to trust each other, right? Like that one that we just saw, it's like, well, they didn't like my hearts, or they didn't have a fit for my heart suit. Why did they start with Stayman? Oh, they must have 4 spades. And this whole thing is like riding a bicycle. You know, once you learn how to fall off, you never, no, that's not how that goes. So,
okay.
And
So-
remember, she who knows goes.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
wouldn't bid you wouldn't bid Stayman if you had invitational points, but you had no 4-card majors.
Correct.
You would
I
just go to no
simply
trump.
bid 2 no trump.
Okay,
I
even
would
if
in-
you balanced,
Yeah, I would
even if you
invite
had
by
a
bidding
single
2 no trump.
family- Okay, all right.
So
I
let's
want-
do a quick recap.
Could I, though, have
Yes.
a question on that very thing? I just wanted to say that I would still just bid the 2 spades, just so that my partner knew that at least I would want to show that maybe there was possibility in spades at that point.
So
That's probably what I
let
would
me
do.
ask you the following question. If partner trusts you and you don't have 4 hearts, why did you bid Stayman? Because you
Well,
have 4 spades.
Yeah, but
Partner
that
knows
makes it,
that.
yeah,
Partner
but
knows that.
I think saying it also makes a difference, that you might have something rather than partner could interfere that you have 4 low spades, but you're actually saying, no, you're trying to say, I also have 4 spades. That's
Yeah,
what I think.
and partnerships can have their agreements. I'm suggesting what I think makes sense. So,
And then you
My
become the
opinion,
declarer, and then the person with all the points is the dummy. If you say spade first.
so I know we're up to 5 already. Let me run through a couple of, I think they're fairly quick slides. Suppose partner opens a no trump and you have this hand over here.
Oof.
So 2 questions. How high? Game,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Where?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Major, maybe.
So we ask, we bid Stayman. What might happen? Maybe opener says 2 spades. What do we say?
4 spades.
4
4
spades.
Maybe opener says 2 hearts. What do we say?
4 hearts.
4 hearts. Maybe opener says, sorry, no 4-card major. What do we say?
3
Three
dime,
no.
3
3
no.
no. It's a beautiful thing.
Can I ask a question about that one?
Yeah.
I don't understand why the opener is saying 2 diamonds. Why don't they just say 2 no trump?
Back when my mom taught me, she said, bid 2 diamonds if you're minimum and 2 no trump if you're maximum.
Yeah.
But there's
Oh.
no reason to bid 2 no trump because the responder can ask you that question on the next bid.
But they're not gonna leave you in 2
No,
diamonds.
they're not going to leave you in diamonds. No way.
So you're still gonna end up in 2 no.
Yeah. So they're going to bid 2 no and invite.
But I can't, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. In fact, I think it's on this slide. Might be. So if you have invitational strength, you have to figure out 2 things. Do you have a major fit? And does opener have enough to go or not? And I guess I don't have an example on this slide. The interesting thing about Stayman is you don't actually have to memorize any rules or anything. If you just remember that 2 clubs says bid a major if you have it, everything just flows 1 bid at a time. It's quite remarkable. So we can, I guess, stop recording and
Can
we'll
you-
stretch
oh,
and take a
can you-
break.
Phil,